Morning, it's Chris Gartner here from the National Hunt Service blog, off to a very cold, bitter Haydock Park later on. We've 10 miles away from Haydock. We've got still frost on the ground in places. One of the races I wanted to look at today was the Grand National Trial. I think there's two horses here that were obvious interest, the first of which is Mayertown for the Russell and Scudamore yard, who had a much needed treble yesterday up at Kelso after a pretty barren spell. They went actually 0 to 87, well, 1 from 87, but their only win coming in the Middle East on the level, which for a national hunt, although Jill obviously Purpose Yard is quite desperate, hopefully that will spur them on. This lad Mayertown, his jumping has this season, certainly this season, not been as good as his novice jumping. I mean, you see that in the fact that he won the Ultima so well. That was a bit of a funny race. Obviously, it's been well documented, the start of that race. But, you know, he's a progressive type, the son of Dylan Thomas, who's now 9. Lightly raced for his age, actually. He'll be up top. They've always thought he was a stayer. He is entered in the National. He's currently 40s at the moment for the National. He needs to jump better than he did at the Peter Marsh. It's just a funny race, that. Very trappy, small field. And he didn't... His jumping just wasn't good enough, really, to see him push away. As said, the yard is in better form. He is the right favourite. I think he can go well here, providing his jumping holds, and that's obviously the if. The other horse I was interested in was Jamie Snowden's Gitmaker. Now, this lad, for the last 2 seasons, his whole season has really revolved around the Welsh National. He missed it last season due to an injury and only came back in January 2025. This season, again, his whole season's really revolved around the Welsh Grand National, but it was firm grounds and he never went a yard. He was pulled up, ground just far too quick for this lad. You know, this is a lad that got within 8 lengths of a Gold Cup winner. He's off a mark of 129. The blinkers go on. Now, interestingly, the last 3 winners have had first-time headgear. At double figure price, I think he's worth an each-way shout. So, 2 in the Grand National Trial at Haydock. And go well, and please subscribe to the channel.